Let me ask you something. When did your brain stay young, but your body start filing complaints? When did buying something practical feel better than buying something fun? And at what point did you realize you don't hate people, you just hate noise? Here's a harder one. Why do we finally get a little stability right when we start questioning everything? Why does life look fuller on paper but feel quieter inside? If any of that hit a nerve, you're in the right place. Welcome to the better years. That phase of life where you're not broken, not lost, you're just done pretending. I'm Ethan. This show isn't about fixing you. It's about understanding this season with humor, honesty, and zero pressure to impress anyone. Because something strange happens around this time. You stop chasing applause and start chasing peace. You stop asking, what's next? And start asking, is this worth it? And nobody really prepares you for that shift. So tonight, we're talking about it, honestly, casually, with jokes, because without jokes, this gets uncomfortable fast. And I didn't want to do this alone. Margaret is here.
Thank you. And yes, I double-checked my energy level before agreeing.
See, that right there tells you everything you need to know about this phase of life. So let's talk about the first moment you realized something had shifted. Not a big, dramatic moment, a quiet one. The kind that sneaks up on you in the middle of a normal day. Like the first time you got excited about canceling plans. Not relieved, excited. Or the first time you sat down on the couch and thought, if I move again, this better be important.
Oh yes, the couch decision. Once you sit, you're done for the evening. That's not furniture, that's a contract.
Exactly. You don't sit accidentally anymore. You sit with intention. I remember realizing it when I started checking restaurant noise levels online. Not reviews, noise levels. That's when I knew I had crossed into something new.
Same. If the music is loud and the chairs are hard, I'm already tired and I haven't even gone yet.
And nobody warns you about this part. Nobody says, hey, one day comfort will outrank fun, and you'll be completely fine with that. Another moment is sleep. Not how long you sleep, how much you think about sleep.
Sleep becomes a topic, a strategy, a goal.
Right, you don't say good night anymore, you say, I hope this works. And then there's energy. You still have it, but it's selective. You don't waste it on things that don't matter.
I don't have low energy, I have high standards.
That should be on a mug. Short pause. This is also when friendships change. Not because you don't care, but because life gets full. Jobs, family, responsibilities. Suddenly everyone is busy, tired, or both.
You don't stop loving people, you just stop needing to see them every weekend to prove it.
Exactly. The friendships that survive this stage don't need constant maintenance. They just pick up where they left off. And maybe the biggest shift is this. You stop trying to impress people who don't matter.
Honestly, if someone doesn't like me at this point, that sounds like their problem.
That's not bitterness, that's efficiency. Short pause. This is the age where you start choosing peace over appearances, rest over reputation, and honesty over pretending everything's fine. And that's not giving up, that's growing up. Again. And when we come back, we're talking about the part nobody jokes about enough. The feeling of being successful on paper, but still wondering, is this it? There's another feeling that shows up around this stage of life, and it's harder to joke about until you do. It's that strange moment when things look good on paper, but somehow feel unfinished inside. You have the job, the experience, maybe the house, maybe the family, maybe the routine. From the outside, it looks like you made it.
On paper, I'm impressive. In real life, I'm tired.
Exactly. That should be a LinkedIn headline. This is when you start asking quieter questions. Not, how do I get more, but do I even want more? Not what's next, but what's enough?
You realize you've been climbing for so long, you never stopped to ask if this was the view you wanted.
And nobody tells you that reaching the goal doesn't always come with fireworks. Sometimes it just comes with another meeting. This is also when work changes. You don't want titles as much as you want time. You don't want praise as much as you want flexibility.
I don't want a promotion, I want a shorter email.
That is the dream. And it's not that ambition disappears, it just gets more specific. You care less about being seen and more about being okay.
I still want to do good work. I just don't want it to cost my sanity.
That's not losing drive, that's refining it. This is also the age where comparison stops motivating you and starts annoying you.
If someone is doing better than me, good for them. I'm busy protecting my peace.
Playfully, comparison used to push you forward. Now it just makes you mute people. And here's the quiet truth. Feeling restless doesn't mean you failed, it means you're paying attention.
You're not ungrateful, you're just awake.
Exactly. And waking up at this stage isn't a crisis, it's a recalibration. Relationships change at this stage, and not in loud ways, quiet ways. The kind you notice when you look around and realize your circle is smaller, but calmer.
I didn't lose friends, I lost the ability to juggle everyone.
Exactly. Your social life doesn't disappear, it gets edited. This is also the age where you stop forcing plans. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, you're oddly okay with that.
If someone says, let's figure it out later, I know it's not happening, and I'm fine.
Later is the most honest word in adulthood. Then friendships that survive this phase are different, less frequent, but deeper. You can go months without talking and pick up like nothing changed.
There's no pressure anymore, just understanding.
Exactly. No explanations, no apologies, just connection. This is also the age where boundaries stop feeling rude and start feeling necessary.
I don't over-explain anymore. I just say, I can't, and that's the whole sentence.
That's growth right there. And romantic relationships change too. It's less about excitement and more about ease, less drama, more teamwork.
You don't want sparks all the time. You want someone who hands you water without being gassed.
That's love at this age. And if you're single, the standards change. Not higher, clearer.
I don't ask, do I like them? I ask, do they disturb my peace?
That question has saved a lot of time. Smaller circles, stronger connections, fewer obligations, more honesty. That's not loneliness. That's alignment. There's a kind of tired that shows up at this stage that sleep doesn't fix. You can sleep 8 hours, wake up, and still feel like you need a moment. Not a nap, a moment.
I don't wake up tired. I wake up cautious.
Exactly. You wake up and check in with your body like, so what are we dealing with today? This is also when your body starts communicating in new ways. Random noises, unexpected stiffness, a slight ache with no backstory.
I didn't injure myself. I existed.
That's the report. And the weird part is, you're still capable. You still do things, you just need recovery time afterward.
I can do anything. I just need a warning and a chair.
And maybe a follow-up day. Energy becomes something you manage, not something you waste. You start making decisions based on how tired future you will be.
I don't ask, do I want to go? I ask, how will I feel tomorrow?
That question runs everything now. This is also when hustle stops being impressive. Burning out isn't a badge anymore, it's a red flag.
If something requires exhaustion as proof of worth, I'm out.
Same. Energy is currency now. And here's the truth. This isn't decline, it's calibration. You're learning what your body and mind can handle and respecting it.
You stop pushing through and start listening.
And listening changes everything. There's another thought that sneaks in around this stage of life, usually late at night when everything's quiet. It's not panic, it's awareness. You start noticing time, not in a dramatic way, just enough to make you more intentional.
I don't fear running out of time, I fear wasting it.
Exactly. You don't want more years, you want better ones. This is also when relevance becomes a quiet question. Not professionally, personally. You stop needing to be everywhere or heard by everyone.
I don't need attention, I need meaning.
Attention is loud, meaning is calm. You also realize you've been collecting experience this whole time. Not trophies, not titles, stories, perspective, judgment that actually works.
Turns out wisdom is just making fewer mistakes and recognizing them faster.
That's the upgrade. This is when purpose shifts too. It stops being about proving yourself and starts being about contributing without burning out.
You want to matter, but you don't want it to hurt.
Exactly. Purpose without punishment. And here's something nobody says out loud. You become okay with not being the main character all the time.
I've retired from being impressive.
And somehow, that's when life gets better. This phase isn't about shrinking, it's about focusing. Less noise, more clarity, fewer distractions, better choices.
You don't rush anymore, you arrive.
And that's not the end of anything. That's the beginning of something quieter and stronger. At some point, happiness stops being fireworks and starts being quiet satisfaction. Not the kind you post about, the kind you notice when nothing is wrong. You stop chasing big highs and start appreciating days that just work.
My favorite days don't have stories, they have peace.
Exactly. No drama, no chaos, no recovery needed. This is when joy gets smaller but stronger. A good meal, a calm morning, finishing something without rushing.
Joy used to be excitement, now it's ease.
And ease is underrated. You also stop measuring life by milestones and start measuring it by moments. Did today feel okay? Did you laugh? Did you sleep well?
If I laughed once and didn't stress eat, it was a good day.
That's a solid system. This stage teaches you that contentment isn't settling, it's choosing what matters and letting the rest go.
You realize you already have a lot of what you were chasing.
And that realization is powerful. Small wins start to count. Saying no without guilt, leaving early, being honest, taking care of yourself without explaining.
I celebrate leaving on time now.
That's elite behavior. This isn't the loud hoppiness movies talk about. It's steadier, quieter, more reliable.
It lasts longer.
And that's what makes it better. At this stage, you start giving advice you wouldn't have listened to before. Not because you were stubborn, because you weren't ready. You don't regret your younger self, you just understand them better.
I wouldn't change anything. I'd just tell myself to relax and maybe stretch more.
Stretching is the real life advice nobody gives. You realize you spent a lot of time worrying about things that never happened, opinions that didn't matter, and timelines that weren't real.
I thought everything was urgent. Turns out, almost nothing was.
Urgency is loud, reality is patient. You'd probably tell your younger self to stop rushing, stop comparing, stop thinking life is a race you're behind in.
Everyone's timeline looks different up close.
And not something you only learn by living it. You'd also say this: take care of your energy early, not just your body, your mind, your boundaries, your time.
Say no sooner, say yes slower.
That should be printed somewhere. And maybe the biggest advice: you don't need to become someone else to be okay. You just need to become more yourself.
You were never behind, you were just learning.
And learning doesn't stop, it just gets quieter. This phase of life isn't about fixing mistakes. It's about using what you know now to live better going forward.
With fewer apologies.
And better posture. Around this time, pressure starts to lose its grip. Not all at once, little by little. You stop carrying expectations that were never yours to begin with.
I spent years trying to win games I didn't sign up for.
Same. Turns out you can just leave the game. Success gets redefined. It's no longer about being the busiest or the most impressive. It's about sustainability.
If my life works on a random Tuesday, I'm successful.
That's the new benchmark. You stop apologizing for choosing rest, for choosing simplicity, for choosing yourself.
I don't explain my choices anymore. I live them.
That saves so much energy. This is also when you forgive yourself for not knowing things sooner. You realize growth requires time, not perfection.
You couldn't have learned this without living through it.
Exactly. no shortcuts. Letting go doesn't make life smaller, it makes it lighter. Fewer expectations, fewer disappointments, more space to enjoy what's already here.
You breathe better.
And when you breathe better, everything feels better. So if you're listening to this and thinking, this sounds familiar, that's not coincidence. It's timing. You didn't miss anything. You didn't mess anything up. You just arrived at a stage of life where clarity matters more than chaos.
You're not late. You're right on schedule.
Exactly. This isn't the part where life winds down. It's the part where it finally makes sense. You've learned what drains you. You've learned what fills you back up. You've learned that peace is not boring. It's earned.
And protected.
Very protected. This phase isn't about becoming someone new. It's about becoming more honest, about choosing days that feel good instead of stories that sound good.
You stop performing and start living.
And that shift changes everything. If there's one thing to carry forward, it's this. You're allowed to want a life that fits, a life that doesn't require constant explanation, recovery, or approval.
A life that feels like yours.
That's not selfish, that's healthy. These really are the better years, not because everything is perfect, but because you finally know what matters.
And what doesn't.
Especially what doesn't. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. And if nothing else, go easy on yourself. You're doing better than you think.